It's completely unheard of. Right now, with bags being well over £1,000, to be able to find something from actually an iconic brand, and it's £140, I think you're going to be quite surprised. Hey everyone, quite a fun video today. I've got 4 new handbags that I'm going to unbox. I have a 10% off coupon code that I've used on everything in this video that you can see here, and it also works on loads of other brands including Givenchy, Balenciaga, Balmain. It works also for men and women's wear. I will put links and details of it below. I'm not using any affiliate links, so I'm not profiting from this, and I will explain in a moment in a bit more detail how it works, but all of the information is below in the description. As with unboxing, I want to talk about why it is that I think there is an increase in actually iconic brands who are filling that space between £100 and £1,000 when it comes to handbags. If you go back, say 4 or 5 years ago, I used to be able to do these videos and I could tell you guys, you know, you can get XYZ different bags. There was loads of choice. You could even get some Chanel in there. And that changed really rapidly, and through COVID, as most people know, prices went up by I think like 60% or more, and for a lot of it, it has become unattainable. So I'm going to talk about why I think there are options now from these iconic brands. They're filling that gap, and also why I think the higher up brands don't care and why they just keep putting up their prices. Let's begin with the first bag. I'm going to start with one. It's not actually the £140 one. It is from, I always say Moschino, but it's Moschino, isn't it? I went into a Moschino boutique a couple of months ago, and when I said Moschino, the lady was like, what? It's Moschino. It's so weird. Moschino feels right, but I know it's wrong. You know what I mean. Now this bag is really well priced, and if you are interested in the Prada bag that looks very similar to this, I think that this is a really good alternative, and as I mentioned, the pricing on this is really good. I was going to say as well, last week I had one of you DM me on Instagram and you said, do you have a FARFETCH coupon code? And I said, well, funny you should ask, because I don't have one now, but I am going to have one next week. They've given me a 10% off code, and I've used it on everything in this video, so it works on all of the clothes, all of the bags, even my lipstick and my lip liner. It works on everything. I'm going to link to everything below. I'm not using any affiliate links, so if you click or if you buy anything, I don't profit from it. I also don't profit from you using the coupon code either. All of the details are below. I would say make sure you read the terms and conditions below as well if you're having trouble getting the code to work, because it explains there how to get it to work. So yeah, it works on everything, including stuff that I've shown you before from the likes of Givenchy, Balenciaga, Balmain, like so many brands. Please, if you're going to use it, add a load of stuff to your shopping cart, try the code and see what it works on, because it works on so many brands, I don't even know what it works on. I think this is a really cute bag, and it's very Prada inspired. It's also got, it's got a chain handle, which you can leave kind of hanging if you want it as decoration. But also that handle is removable, so you can see it's got clips either side of it. You can actually take that off if you don't like it, or you can use that chain handle as a top handle. So there's options there. It also comes with a longer strap that's also removable, so you can wear it crossbody as well as over your shoulder. I like that you have 2 different options here when it comes to the handle. I think it makes it really versatile. Also, what this has that the Prada doesn't have is it does have a zip rear pocket on it, which would be perfect for your phone or card holder or anything that you want to keep extra secure, but you don't want to have to actually open the bag for it. It comes with a dust bag, and I do believe that this has come direct from Moschino or Moschino. For any of you who have ordered on FARFETCH before, you probably already know this, but the stuff on there is actually stock from different boutiques around the world. So it's pretty good actually, because you can hunt down and track down things that might not be available in your country, but on FARFETCH you can buy it because it's come from a boutique in Sydney, Australia, or Milan, or Paris, or anything like that, the States. So it lets you buy things that you can't necessarily get where you live, but because it's different boutiques on there, when you get your stuff, it's really cute, but everything comes wrapped differently depending on the boutique in question. So you can see here, I got a pair of jeans, which I'm showing you in this video as well. They came wrapped really nicely. This Moschino bag though has come wrapped it's come via Moschino. Thought I would come on here and show you, I think I just mentioned the lip products that I purchased at the same time, and I've got a matte liquid lipstick and this lip pencil. And what I do, and I actually already coloured in my lips with the lip liner before thinking, oh, I should film this. So what you do is take the lip pencil, and I'll put the colours and everything below, and you colour in your whole lip. And I've already done it, but I've just coloured it in again. And then what you do is you take a lighter colour, either a lipstick or like this matte liquid lipstick, and you use the tiniest amount. There's like almost nothing on there actually. And you just put it in the middle. And then blend it a bit. And then that's it done. And I find this technique, I think because the middle bit's lighter, I find it really makes your lips look plumper and fuller. I think I'm just going to show you all of the bags and then we can talk about the topic. The next one is in this dust bag. This is, I've shown you this before, but never in this colour. And it's a bag that I have in black. I did try it in the glitter. The glitter looks like this. I love the glitter. And I kind of wish that I kept it, although since showing it, the price hasn't actually gone up and the 10% works on that. And it does make me think every so often, if you're thinking about the glitter, it wouldn't dissuade you. Weirdly, it's like a gunmetal grey tone glitter, and it works with quite a lot of outfits. But this one is a different colour tone. So for any of you who like this bag, but you want something a bit different, you want something a bit fresh, this would be also, if you're any of the guys watching, this I think is a perfect unisex bag, because if I remove this here, this has got, on the front here, it's got a tiny bit of sparkle to it, which I like. It's not too much, but it's that matte black paint. And I love how edgy this looks. These bags weirdly fit quite a lot, despite the weird shape of them. This is in the smaller size, but if you get the bigger size, which is what I've got, the bigger size is even more practical. But I wanted to show this because this bag still works. You can still get lots in it, and it obviously isn't as much as the larger. But this is another handy bag that you can either remove the crossbody strap on, or you can just use it as a top handle. There's different things you can do with it. This has also come directly from Balenciaga, I think. It hasn't come from one of the boutiques that are on there. I don't know whether that interests you or not. They all have a rear pocket on them, which again I find quite handy to put my like a credit card or my card holder, and it fits quite a bit. And I'm going to show you this one before I do the £140 bag, which is decent. Oh, this is cute. Some of you might recognise this because months ago I showed you this, but in the larger size, and I saw it on the site in this smaller size, and I liked it actually. The bigger size, if I can find footage of it, I'll put it in here. If I can't, then just trust me, there's a bigger size, which is kind of more the size of the Chanel medium classic flap, so it's kind of more like a bit like that. But this looks really sweet. Do you like how I'm filming things, by the way? It's really nice weather at the moment, and I just thought I'm gonna set up, like David and I were gonna have some cake in the garden, and we had some family over, and I thought before everyone turns up, I'm just gonna put the bags there and film it because it looks really nice. This is all embossed. The leather on this, it's really weird feeling. It's like really sturdy, really solid. It doesn't bend that easily, but it has a really nice tactile, like soft feel to it. I really rate Givenchy bags. Givenchy and Balenciaga. Let's do the final, which is the £140 bag. Incidentally, I saw these sneakers and I wear sneakers more than I wear anything else now, pretty much. And I thought they looked really nice. This is a really sweet bag. Actually, feeling the quality of it, I thought it was going to be nylon. It's better quality than nylon. Any of you familiar with like grosgrain? You know, sometimes on ribbons, like fabric material ribbons where they're quite thick, they've got that grosgrain texture to them. Grosgrain is quite a substantial, sturdy fabric. It's not like nylon, which is quite thin and can be quite flimsy. And that's how this bag feels. It feels like it's made from quite a thick fabric canvas. All of the trim on it is leather. So the handles, the little plaque on the front that's got the logo on it, even where you've got the handle as it joins onto the bag, I really like the way it's got the logo just on the top there. The strap is non-removable, but you can carry it top handle, or because of that strap you can wear it crossbody or over one shoulder, and that strap is adjustable. So there is like a toggle on the side and you can adjust the bag according to how long or short you want it. And that is £140. And Longchamp is such an iconic brand. To be able to buy something that is that price and is actually an iconic logo and brand to wear. I've shown their bags before. I think in the last video I did, well, a video I did a couple of months ago, I showed one of their bags, and they're so worth it. They're so, if you want an alternative to Coach, they're cheaper than Coach, but they're as iconic. So let's talk about, why do I think there are more brands filling up that space between £100 and £1,000? I think it's to do with demand. And brands that come into my mind that are doing it are Longchamp, Coach, Kate Spade, but actually, even if you look at brands higher up, Gucci have got an incredible amount of bags that are under £1,000. Things you wouldn't really assume would be that much, and they're there. And I think that there's a massive gap in that market, and I think a lot of these iconic brands that are on the lower end of the scale are seeing that, and they're filling that gap there because there is that demand. But also, if you look at it, I have seen a lot of these brands put their prices up. So even brands like Coach, you know, I've seen their prices go up. And I think when it comes to even the bigger brands like the Chanels and the Dior's, why is it they keep putting their prices up? I think it's a combination of things with those brands. In my opinion, I think it's inflation anyway, like inflation's going through the roof. I think it's because they can, and I think it's because they keep putting their prices up and people are still going to keep buying them. They can do it. COVID, a lot of brands, you know, like as we all know, COVID really pushed loads of brands to whack their prices up really quickly in the middle of a pandemic. Chanel had, what was it, 2 pricing increases in 2020, and they equaled about 30%, I think, in total from memory. Dior put their prices up as well. Although Dior's price rises were more subtle, they did put them up, but they weren't as massive. So I think that looked better on the brand actually, because in the middle of that pandemic, I know there was a lot of uproar about how, you know, when people are getting sick from COVID and all this stuff is going on, why are you putting up your prices so much? But I think it's because they can. And I think there probably was an element of those brands trying to claw back money they'd lost in COVID. But then I think it got to a point where they probably already had clawed that back from their price increases, but they've just carried on going. And my belief is that Chanel's price increases, and you know, their move to open VIP only stores, I think they're trying to become more exclusive. They don't want to be seen as a brand that the masses can buy, even though, you know, when I say the masses, I mean those of us who aspire to it and we save long and hard for it and then we go and buy them. But I think they're trying to be more like Hermes, and they're trying to go more in that direction by putting the prices up so much that it prices a lot of people out, but it also, maybe in their mind, elevates their product and makes their product worth more. I'm not sure that it's having that effect, because, you know, there's loads of quality issues and stuff like that. So I'm not sure it's actually having that sort of effect in the way that they might want it to. But people are going to keep buying. People are going to keep spending that money. There is more of a move for people buying vintage. When it comes to Chanel, I'm a lot more, have my eye turned now by vintage pieces, because I wouldn't spend over £8,000 on a handbag unless it was Hermes. If Hermes offered me a bag and it was that kind of money, yes, because it's worth it. But with Chanel, in my mind, at the moment at least, I don't see their bags being worth 8k plus or 6k plus, 7k plus, and that's just my opinion. Please, I apologise if you don't agree, and that's completely fine, but that's just my opinion. And that's why I think the brands are putting up their prices, but also you have those smaller iconic brands that are seeing that gap, and they are creating products that fit into that slot of £100 to £1,000. And even those brands, like if you look at Aspinall, they keep putting their prices up as well, because if the benchmark is Chanel and the likes, if they keep putting their prices up, then everyone else goes up with it. Remember, as I said earlier, with the coupon code, if you want to try it, read the T's and C's to understand how it works. And I would say to you, when you get to the checkout, add as much stuff to your shopping cart as possible. Even if you don't want it all, just add it, but so that you can see what brands the code works on, and then you can remove things as per what you don't need. But I always do that. I find that the most helpful thing. I just take things from my FARFETCH wish list, put them into my shopping cart, see what that code works on, and then decide from there what items I'm going to buy. And I would say that's probably the best thing you can do if you're going to use the code. I want to thank all of you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.